Good morning. I'm on vacation this week, but I got to gas the truck up. Me and the wife and my mom are going into a bigger city close by and doing a little Christmas shopping, I guess, or something. I'm not real sure. But anyway, today I wanted to talk about the eviction process in the state of Virginia. Let's say, the cause of it is because they're not paying the rent or whatever. All right, so the rent is due on the 1st. It's late on the 5th or 10th, whatever, I think it can be late on the 5th, but we put in our leases that it's late on the 10th. Do not call your tenants. Do not text your tenants and remind them that their rent is due. It is not your responsibility to remind them of that. Also, and the reason I say don't do it is because it can be accountable if you do. If you, let's say in March, they're late on the rent, and you text them and say, hey, you're late on the rent, and then they bring the rent. Well, in April, if you don't text them, then they can say in court, hey, he's been texting us to tell us when the rent was due, and then they can use that in court against you. So do not call a tenant. It's not good for you. All right, so it's late on the 10th, or the 5th, or whatever. At that point, you need to go to court and tell them that you're trying to get a writ of possession. And you'll probably have to do that at the district court, I think is what I went to. I can't remember. I'm actually going through the process now. You do that, they'll set your court date up. Real simple. Set your court date up, you go in. You really want the tenant to be there. Here's the reason why. If the tenant is there, the judge will award you your writ. They have 3 days to get out. If they ain't got out in 3 days, the sheriff will be there on the 3rd day. You can set their stuff out on the side of the road and get somebody in there who isn't going to be late. If they're not there, then they have 10 days to appeal the court's decision. And then you have to wait another 3 days for the sheriff to show up so you can set their stuff out beside the road so you can get somebody in there and blah, 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 blah. But that's pretty much a process of getting a delinquent tenant out of a house. And like I said, do not be the nice person who gives them extra time because, their mom is in the hospital for pneumonia, onomatopoeia, whatever. My kid is sick this week. I couldn't go to work because my kid is sick. The kid ain't sick. They're lying like hell. That's what they're doing. The kid ain't sick. It's a business. If you don't make your house payment, the bank's going to foreclose on it. If they don't make the rent, you can't make the house payment, the bank's going to foreclose on it. Somebody's going to kick them out. Might as well be you. Get your money. Make your money. Let's see. And that's pretty much all I have to say on that note. But yeah, honestly, don't be the nice person. The nice person isn't going to get you anywhere. There are nice tenants. I have great tenants beside of me. They're wonderful. And honestly, if they were late on the rent 2 or 3 days, I wouldn't care because they're never late. They've been there almost a year. It might have been a year this month. I'm not real sure. And 2-3 days in, they're running down to pay me the rent. Same thing with my house out in the country. They're never late on the rent. If they were a couple days late, wouldn't bother me. But if you got somebody who's constantly late, they've made it a habit. They're playing you. That's all it is to it. And you deserve better. You're the one who's taking the risk on this. You're the one who's put your money into it, put your time into it. And you deserve better. You deserve to make your money and go on about your business. And remember, this is a business. This is not something you're doing for fun. This is not a hobby. It's a job. So don't feel bad that you have to put somebody's stuff out on the side of the road and their kids are upset because, oh God, we're not going to have Christmas this year. Well, you should have paid your bills. Everybody's got to pay their bills. But for some reason, some people think they don't have to. And It should not be the case for you. Remember that, like I said, this is a business. All right. So anyway, if this video helped you out at all, please like and subscribe, and I'll be making another video as soon as I can. All right. Thanks, and have a good one.